Greetings, my brothers and sisters. I've received some very exclusive information involving XXXTENCION. People have been questioning me if this brother is really dead or alive. But what's more important is if you're dead or alive. It says here on page 17 that many children today feel as if they're already dead, even though they're still alive. When XXXTENCION was alive, he felt as if he was already dead. And by no means am I here to preach to you. I'm only here to give you the documentation. According to these files, XXXTENCION is still alive because his message has been reached to over 5 million children. Not only is he still alive, he's immortal, like Tupac Shakur. It says here the thug life is still alive, and this is why so many children are killing each other. In the early 90s, gangster rap was created at the same time as 500 prisons in America. And at that time, gangster rap was an official government job. This is why you have the hip-hop police to protect the government agents that pose like gangsters. Like in the movie In Too Deep, Omar Epps was an undercover agent that went into the street life just to feed information back to the police. It says here this is what gangster rappers do in the music industry. Tupac was an undercover agent, but it backfired. He started to believe he was really a thug, just like in the movie In Too Deep, but unfortunately for Tupac, he didn't make it out alive. This is why you all need to know that every rapper to ever make it to the mainstream is a clone, one way or another. It all started with Soul Clone Records. Their plan was to make a more feminine black man. This is why they started the mass production of cloning Prince and Michael Jackson. That's why in the 80s, every artist at that time looked and sounded like Michael Jackson and Prince. Their plan was to make the next generation sugary and sweet, but everything backfired. Children of the ghetto started to rebel. They started to do unthinkable things just to prove their manhood. The moonwalk turned into the goon walk, and before you know it, people started dying. MJ started doing all types of crazy with his face. Next thing you know, everybody in the ghetto went crazy. It says here they were waiting for a savior. That's when I Get Around started playing on the radio. This young man hails from a royal family of Panthers. Tupac was a T'Challa that liked to smoke weed and drink vodka. It says here Soul Clone changed their name to Death Row, and then they started cloning Tupac Shakur the same way they cloned Michael Jackson, and this is why this generation is jacked up. At the end of the Black Panther movie, they were in the process of building a cloning facility in Compton. That was a representation of Death Row Records and the link between Tupac and T'Challa. The fact of the matter is, XXXTENCION lost his life over a mental illness that was created in the late 80s. It stopped all the progression of the black masses, and that's why there's a need for gentrification. Now look at these pictures. Yeah, you see it? So many clones. Wow. If you're not into mysteries and conspiracies, if you're not a metaphysical thinker, I didn't create this video to upset anyone, but you really have to be able to read between the lines. Look at these pictures. Please share this video. I risk my life to give you the documentations. I put my life on the line every week for you. Greetings, my brothers. Get out of here. I want to talk to y'all some more about this XXXTENCION situation. The guy that murdered him, his name is Derek Williams. He had a lot to do that day. First, he was driving around in a stolen car with a suspended license. And then he murdered a superstar, and then he got caught by the police. Man, get out of my car, man. You in here farting and stuff. You stinking booty little boy. Get out of here. What was Derek Williams thinking when he woke up that morning? He got up, didn't take a shower, grabbed his pistol, grabbed his suspended license, went out into the street, stole a car, and then murdered a superstar and got caught by the police at the drive-thru at Burger King. For a Whopper? It says here in my documentations he had more stuff on the list. He wanted to go to Toys R Us and get a couple of toys for his kids. Then he was gonna go pick up some diapers and some prunes for his grandma. This young man thought this was an everyday occurrence. To steal a car, ride around with a suspended license, murk a superstar. How did he think his night was going to end? Did he think he was just gonna go home and watch The Simpsons? Look at these savages. Don't they see the girl dead in the street? This is how people treated the lifeless body of XXXTENCION.
They saw him there dead, but they still took pictures, yo. People opened the car door just to get a better picture of this young man. They took his lifeless body, propped him up, and took selfies with this young man. We live in a sick society. People want to make collages out of dead people. For all of the people that took pictures and videos of XXXTENCION's lifeless body, what do you plan on doing with the pictures? At your next family reunion, do you plan on showing all of your siblings the pictures? Do you plan on taking the pictures to school next year? Are you going to put his dead pictures in your family photo album? I know you already posted it on social media, but how can a man rest in peace when he's all over Instagram and Snapchat? How can you rest in peace when your dead body is on Facebook? I never understood why people take pictures at funerals and put their dead granny in her casket all on Facebook. How is Nana gonna be able to rest in peace when there's millions of people looking at her lifeless body laying in a casket on Instagram? How? I hate people that wear leather jackets in the summertime. Take that leather jacket off. Looking like a crackhead. Not only is she wearing a leather jacket in the summer, she also have that ridiculous bonnet on her head. Get back here. Take that bonnet off. Take off that leather jacket. You out here smelling like Funyuns and onions. Get back here and take off that jacket.
I'll help you take it off.
Give me your sleeve. Come on, we can take it off together. Get back here.
Ooh, move, man.
Get out of here.
Ooh.
Take that old 1977 jacket off.
We need him.
Do you hear me? Oh, you're gonna take off that freaking jacket.
Get off.
Come out the house looking any old kind of way. Did you check the weather this morning? Did you know it was 99 degrees, but you still put on that leather jacket? Get back out.
I need him.
The more you run, the more you sweat, the more you stank.
Ooh.
See, I knocked the bonnet off her head. What y'all looking at? What you looking at? What y'all looking at? Oh, y'all about to run and tell the police. Get back here. Snitches get stitches. Y'all better mind y'all business, man. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, I was just playing. Now back to XXXTENCION. When I looked in my metaphysical books, it told me the meaning of his name was sexual tension. This boy was sexually tensed. That's where you get the name XXXTENCION, because of the tension of all of the X-rated stuff he was watching on the internet.
Facts.
I really want him to rest in peace. There hasn't been any autopsy photos. There haven't been a funeral. There haven't been anything so far for this young man, so it's leading people to ask if he's really dead or if he's really alive.
Is he?
Hollywood is really crazy. You never know what people would do for publicity stunts. For all we know, XXXTENCION could be in Miami sipping pina coladas with Tupac, Biggie, and Pimp C. Who really knows? Since the media said he's dead, he's dead. But the media says a lot of things that's not true. But you guys are gonna have to roll with the punches, because it's not my place to give you those documentations on rather if he's still here or if he's not. All we should be focused on doing is sending our condolences to his family, to his friends, to all of his loved ones, to all of his fans. It wouldn't be so bad if he was 80 years old, but this young man was only 20 years old. He had plenty of time to remove those tattoos from his face and change his entire life around.
For real.
If he would have stayed alive, he could have been a school principal. He could have been like Black Lightning. XXXTENCION could have been the Malcolm X for this generation.
Facts.
If he had more time on this earth, he could have opened up a food truck and sold XXX large wings.
I would have bought him.
He could have opened up a pizza shop and sold extra large slices.
Bought that too.
You know, I'm trying to take the high road with these guys. I know I knocked them over and pushed them out of their Range Rovers. There's only so much punishment I can take before I get ignorant. I'm trying to be a model citizen, but they're out here beating up me and my brothers. I might just have to get ignorant. They want me to get ignorant. Alright.
Is this what you want? What you want? Is this what you want? Is this what you want?
Oh, don't run now. I try to be a good brother, but you want a brother with 3 strikes to go back to the pen. I tried to be a good brother, but y'all keep messing with me. I tried to give you the facts, but you keep messing with me. I tried to give you the documentations, but you keep messing with me.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want?
I only have one question for you.
Is this what you want?
Is this what you want? Subscribe to the channel. Blazer Gang, we out.
You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. Every Thursday they wonder what's poppin' with me. I be on the block hustling the document. Only thought I had one, I'm gonna be dropping 50. Sean Blaze, the whole NBA rockin' with. Kobe called me, said he wanna do a collabo. Me, him, and Shaq gon' be in the labo. Steph Curry said he wanna buy me a Lambo. Gloria James want me to expose Lambo. LeBron James said he subscribed to the channel too. The button right here, tell me what you gon' do. I got documentation every Thursday. Don't act like you never ever heard of me. Click on my videos to see what I'm working with. And then subscribe to the channel like an emergency. Don't waste your time, hit that subscribe button with urgency. Dave Dollar gave me $1 cause he loved me. Paul Pierce and KG gave me 100 G's. I told Clay Thompson that KD give me some supper please.